This is a real footage from real camera. And now this footage has been combined with AI seamlessly. We can combine live action footage with AI that look great. Have a look at this. And now have a look at this. And for those who are into Gaussian splatting, we can create holograms just like this, me walking into a Gaussian splatting style. This is insane. Now I know you're gonna tell me just learn 3D, bro. I actually have a degree in visual effects and I know how difficult these effects are to recreate by a single person. Like, look at this morphing body. These effects, you can't just do it by yourself. Or look at this environment change. All these effects are made by visual effects studios with years of compositing experience. With Agent 2, you can do it yourself. Let me show you how. Everything you just saw was created inside InVideo in few minutes using Agent 2 combined with Seedance 2.5, and let me explain why this is a huge deal. Think about how Visual Effects Studio works. You have a tracking, rotoscoping, compositing department doing a specific job, all working at the same project. Agent 2 is that entire studio in one place, one instruction, and every department moves at once. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to add visual effects to your real footage using AI. We are going to run 5 different tests together: a background swap, an AI mix with reality, a handheld camera input, point cloud animation, and we're gonna do a full car swap at the end. And if you want to follow along, I left the link in the video description so you can get started. After you sign in on InVideo, the first thing you'll see is Agent 2's search bar. Right underneath, dozens of AI models for you to test, including the new Seedance 2.5, which is the most advanced AI model by far. For now, you never have to choose a model, switch between tools, and write massive prompt. Agent 2 does that automatically for you, exactly like talking to Claude AI, but built entirely for video creation, filmmakers, visual effects artists. You describe what you want, it understands, picks the right tools, and delivers the final output. Alright, let's start simple with a background swap. This is a clip of me talking in front of the camera, and what I want to do is to keep everything exactly as it was filmed. Same movement, same camera motion, same character performance. The only thing I want to change is the background behind me. For the background, you can use anything you want really, but for this example, I'm gonna go with the Iceland waterfall background. Before I drop anything in Agent 2, let me show you something that completely changed how I work. Having documents from the first time really helps Agent 2 to understand your project from the first go. Think of it like a brief you hand to a new crew member in day 1. You write it once and they know exactly how you work from that point forward. You can download the brief from my description and use it as a starting point. Now, drag and drop the files, the video, the background, and the brief. Before you move on, notice that Agent 2 Ultra option. Click on it and you get 3 intelligence modes to go forward. Ultra is for complex, demanding work with long scripts. Pro, you can use it as a professional day-to-day work. It's more affordable. Light is just for quick tests, just to test things out. But for this example, we're gonna go with Ultra. Now we are going to set up the project. Name it background swap. For the role, I'm going to set it as a visual effects studio with experience in compositing and high-end visual effects. Then I will add the additional visual effects team, a visual effects supervisor, visual effects compositor, rotoscoping, and tracking. You are building your own departments, each with a specific role, all working simultaneously on the same project, exactly how the real visual effect is structured. Agent 2 is now analyzing all the files and show you every step of the process in real time. Just look at it. You can see exactly what it's doing at each stage. It builds a detailed prompt that represents both the image and video and automatically starts generating the video using the most advanced model Seedance 2.5. On the right side, you can already see the generations coming through. What I had to do is just to fit the relevant informations, and Agent 2 handled everything from there. While we wait, let me show you one more thing that makes a real difference. Click right here on the tab where it says Playbook. This is an additional layer of rules on top of your brief. The playbook tells the specific agent exactly how to behave on every generation automatically without you having to ask. When you see the thumbnail appear on the right hand side, this is pretty much the sign that the video generation is done. Here are the results. This footage has been combined with AI seamlessly. We can combine live action footage with AI that look great. Have a look at this. Me talking in front of waterfall in Iceland that I never been before. Put the original and the output side by side and it's done an incredible job. Think about how you do the old way. Green screen, masking yourself frame by frame, drop a new background, spend hours, it will never work. Now I'm going to show you how easy it is to swap the background with a new one. Here we can test the model understanding and intelligence of the project. Let's say you want to change the backgrounds, right? You don't like it. I have a new photo of a New York street that I want to use it as a background, and I drop it, tag the image alongside with the original video, and simply ask Agent 2 to replace the background to match the new location. One instruction, nothing else. Agent 2 runs the entire process again. You can see that referencing to the Manhattan background, sending everything to Seedance 2.5, and on the right, the generations come through in real time. And look at this, same me, same camera movement, same performance. I didn't have to explain myself, I didn't have to write big prompts. Agent 2 just did it for me with a simple prompt. I can be in a desert, I can be on a football field, I can be anywhere really. Let's do something more tricky now. Isolating a specific body part and replacing it, it's actually more difficult than swapping the whole background. You have to track and roto the hand frame by frame, source the 3D asset, rig that asset, follow the motion of the real hand. It's very complicated. To create this effect, create a new agent on the same page. You can do as many agents you want really. Each agent handles a specific part of your project and they communicate with each other automatically. Multiple agents, same project, full context share, all at the same time. Give it a name, live action footage combined with AI, set it up as before, all the departments, Visual Effects Studio, Visual Effects Supervisor, Visual Effects Compositor. Now I have found the reference image of a robot arm that I want to replace on top of my hands. I drag and drop the video file and the image and then write a simple prompt just to test Agent 2 how well it's gonna perform. Replace the hands of the character from video with the reference images. Make the robot appear in a dynamic transition, right? We want to make this transition happening. This is the entire prompt I create. Click send. Because we already have the brief and the playbook set from the beginning and we set all these rules, Agent 2 knows exactly what to do. It processes the file, analyzes the content, understands the clip duration, which is very important, and sets everything off to Seedance 2.5 for video generation. Here are the results. Same location, same camera, same me, but my hands has been replaced with a full Iron Man style robotic arm. This is actually insane. You'll have to spend loads of hours tweaking, testing, rendering to create this effect. It's really worth mentioning that Agent 2 is 4 times faster than any other workflow I have experienced. From the moment you send an instruction to the moment the output is generated, you feel the difference in every single time. It's not something that I can fully describe. You really need to try it yourself. Now let's move on to my favorite part of the video. When you have a camera on the tripod or a stabilizer, the AI can do a really good job, but the second the camera is in your hand, everything gets a little bit more difficult. The perspective, the parallax, the shake, the motion blur, and the generated video must track accurately with your original video. Let's do a proper test. Create a new agent on the side, name the project as before Visual Effects Studio, high quality visual effects content, and add the departments as before, Visual Effects Supervisor, Compositor, Rotoscoping, and so on. So I shot this clip already knowing what I wanted to see in the final output. I performed for a video that didn't really exist, but yet I knew that I'll be adding myself on top of the plane in post. I also built the first frame of the video in advance to lock the camera perspective in the right place. This is mainly to avoid wasting credits on generations, right? We don't really want to waste generations. Bring both assets and the image reference and the video and write the simple instructions to see how well Agent 2 is gonna perform. Swap the background in the video and match the entire animation with the image reference. Click send and Agent 2 runs through the entire process and starts generating the video with Seedance 2.5. And now look at the final result. Me flying on top of the plane, the camera matches the original video almost perfectly. The wind, the plane, the light hitting my face. It's genuinely amazing what came up with one instruction and a single reference, right? It would be impossible to do it for me in real life. I ran the same process with a video of me running in the forest. Surprisingly, every frame is a precise match with the original camera footage. It tracks all the time the entire video. What makes Agent 2 different from other models is how well it understands context. You tell it something once and it remembers across your entire project. Your rules, your style, your setting, all retain automatically across every generation. This saves a lot of credits and a lot of time. The next effect I want to show you is the point cloud animation. It's something that I'm really passionate about it and you have seen on my YouTube videos. Now, same as before, I made a reference photo in advance and use it as a visual style. This is the step that stops you wasting credits and gives Agent 2 a clear visual to work with. Both files go into Agent 2, one instruction, replace the style of the video with a visual reference from the image. Same motion, rendering entirely as a point cloud animation. And now click send and just wait for it. Here's the final animation. The result is actually impressive. The point cloud effects stay consistent across the entire clip. The building breaks into tiny little individual points that together creates the environment, but visually is unlike anything you can shoot with a real camera. You can't just film a point cloud animation with a character moving. You need to have a CG character, a rig, and an animation, and then you have to convert the mesh into a point cloud, a render, and so on. I've done it. If you want to see, go on my YouTube channel. There's plenty of videos for you to check. For those who are passionate about cars, I filmed myself getting into the car, and I wanted to swap the car and the background. Look at these results. It's even recreating the part that I missed the door, opening the door. Honestly, Agent 2 has become one of my favorite tools for this kind of work, and the results are generally incredible. Their latest model already built in Agent 2, you can use it straight away. Best quality right off the box, and if you want to test it, link in the description. We are very close for 5,000 subscribers on this channel, and I just want to say I love you for all the support. It genuinely means everything to me to create these videos, to improve myself and share the best knowledge I have. And if you want to see the traditional way of creating this kind of effects that we've been talking on this video, the traditional way, the video can be found here. Or if you want to see the Gaussian splats, the video can be found here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.